Highguard has a lot of mechanics the game barely explains, if at all. And if you don't know them, you're playing at a disadvantage without even realizing it. These 10 tips cover movement tech, economy, base strategy, and game sense that instantly make you more effective across the whole match. Some of these are small, some are huge, but they stack up fast. If you enjoyed today's video or learned anything new, please drop a like and consider subscribing as we're on the road to 100 subscribers. Now let's get started with tip number 1. Are you tired of misclicking trying to harvest vesper? Well, here's the truth. If you're farming vesper with your axe, you're actually wasting time. You want to switch to the hammer. Let me show you something. Just look at this hammer take out vesper in one hit, even without ammo. The hammer is the obvious choice. It's faster and more efficient over the entirety of a match. Moving on to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to call your mount in before big falls. Mounts don't take fall damage, but you do. Calling it in mid-drop can literally save your life. Tip 3 is to learn how to b-hop, on foot and on mount. B-hopping keeps your momentum and makes you way harder to hit, especially mid-gunfight. If you don't know how to b-hop, you're simply just sliding and immediately jumping. You get up to 3 jumps before your momentum is back to normal again. This can be performed off of objects. This can be performed in a standstill position. All you have to make sure to do is simply be sprinting, sliding, and then jumping. And one thing I'll mention is also in your settings to turn on auto run. Now that you know that, let's move on. Tip number 4 is to make sure to always pop your ultimate chargers from these white loot barrels. When you see this purplish ball, that is an ultimate charger. Or you can look at your ultimate to see if you have this progress bar. Most players ignore these, but this is free ult progress that can swing team fights. That's how you get ahead of lobbies. Tip 5 is to make sure you're destroying walls when raiding. This not only opens up pathways for your team to attack, but drains the enemy of their vesper because they'll be spending it reinforcing. Let's continue forward. Our next tip is to make sure to reinforce the outer base walls. Everyone thinks to protect the bomb sites, but if outer walls are weak, enemies tend to get in free. Think more outside the box when setting up your base and placing reinforcements. Reinforce the right walls for a better defense, guys. For our next tip, I have to let you guys know the weapon rarity does not increase damage at all. From gray to blue to purple, the weapon damage is not affected, only the magazine sizes, the reload speeds, or the stability. Gold weapons get extra perks, leading to more utility and or more damage based on which legendary. That means your blue Kraken won't be better than a purple one, but a gold Kraken with double shot will be even better, so you should trade up regularly. With that covered, let's move into the next tip. Tip number 8 is to not die right before overtime. If you die as overtime hits, you're locked out of respawns. You either want to fight early enough before overtime happens, or fully reset your team and engage after overtime. Half committing too late is how players throw rounds. So take this lesson and apply it now. In Highguard, just because you can shoot doesn't mean you should. A lot of players reveal their position for 30-40 damage that doesn't even lead to a kill. And in this game, information is key. Once a team knows where you are, they rotate, they mount push, they pre-fire. If the damage done doesn't lead to a down, a resource win, or space taken, you're often just giving away your position for free. And that's why tip number 9 is to not trick yourself into free damage. Our final tip is to play for space and not just kills. The best Highguard players aren't just chasing kills, they're controlling space, forcing enemies off angles, breaking their walls, making them rotate, and taking better ground in space wins more games than random eliminations ever will. If your team controls more playable space, the fights become easier before they even start. That's the 10 tips I got for you today, guys. If even just one of these tips help you, that's exactly why I made this video. Highguard has a ton of little mechanics and smart plays that the game never really explained, and once you start using them, the game feels easier than ever. If you want more Highguard guides, breakdowns, and stuff that players may overlook, hit subscribe. I've got more coming, and we're on the road to 100 subscribers. And if there's a mechanic or something in game you still don't understand, drop it in the comments. I might just cover it next. But thank you so much for checking out this video, and I really hope you guys were able to take something from it.